one of the most powerful things I learned early in my treatment, I was at a clinic called West Oaks, and the guy who was managing the clinic gave us a talk one day, and he said, "What would you do if somebody talked to your wife or your mom the way you talk to yourself in your head?" I was like, oh my God, I would not allow anybody to talk to somebody I love the way I talk to myself in my head. And it was, such a simple thing, but such a powerful breakthrough for me. I'm Kevin, and I'm a speaker for NAMI, the In Our Own Voice program. I was diagnosed with depression in 2014, and up until that point, I had no idea I was sick. And the way I found out, the way I got my diagnosis is I was admitted to the hospital for being suicidal. And fortunately, I made a phone call instead of going through with my plan. And they told me that what you have is depression and it's treatable. And I said, well, that's better. Let's do that. How would I define my depression, basically? And it's just this, it's a tough thing to put into words, but it's a darkness. It's a being controlled by that negative voice in your head. One of the most important things I learned early in my treatment was that I wasn't alone. I found out that there's 30-something million people Americans with major depression, not in the world, United States, about 1 out of 8 people. The reason I'm involved in NAMI is because I made a decision early on in my treatment that I needed to talk about this. I needed to talk about, because I didn't want somebody else living decades with depression when you could fix that. You've got to work on your body chemistry to make sure it's at the right levels. And you do that through food, you do that through sleep, you do that through exercise. And you've got to work on your thought patterns and your behaviors. So all that stuff is addressable. It's just a matter of sticking to some kind of structure to make sure you put yourself in the best position you can be. I'm okay if I ever end up in hospital again. If I have to do that, okay. If people have a heart attack, they don't have a problem going to the hospital. So you know what? If I'm in some kind of emotional crisis that I can't pull myself out of, well, then I'll go get help. If you're having suicidal thoughts right now, reach out to somebody. Talk to a therapist. Call us at NAMI. We can put you in a class of people that are having the same stuff. It's a peer-to-peer group. So if you've decided to kill yourself, why not make a phone call? What the hell do you have to lose at that point? You're ready to give up your life for something? Have one more conversation.